What's going on, you guys? Simpsons Man here, and a little early episode this week. Usually I like to put these out on Monday, but, about a few hours ago, everywhere on the internet started getting kind of viral that it looks like the whole Michael Jackson thing is going to be a little bit more talked about now, and I say that now because they are going to be pulling the Simpsons episode from, I guess, just the internet and everywhere else that you're able to find that episode online. They're and on TV, obviously. It was on CNN. It's been all over Twitter, NBC, New York Post, Washington Post, Rolling Stone, like any kind of news source out there. All viable news sources out there saying, hey, we're gonna pull the plug on having this show air, or having this episode air again. And it said they were kind of weirded out because they looked back at the DVD commentary back from 2004, and the writers were talking about it, and they said they felt pretty uncomfortable because they remember Michael Jackson. All they ever talked about is how much they loved 10-year-old Bart. Now, we all love 10-year-old Bart. Like, we all love Bart Simpson. Does that make us a Michael Jackson-esque child molester? Hell no, it doesn't. But, we're not going to be going too much into the whole Michael Jackson thing. You guys can believe whatever you want. I mean, Dave Chappelle made a bunch of funny skits about it. I mean, it's been all over the internet now for years and years. So, think what you want. But this is going to be about how, I guess, the HBO just released a documentary recently called Leaving Neverland, and in Leaving Neverland, there was two adult men in that show, and they said how they were befriended by Michael Jackson. They abused him. They were both 7 and 10 years old. Their names are out there, so I don't really care to say their names on this show, but, they were going to press charges, and I guess it got dismissed due to a statute of limitations. I didn't really look too much into that, but now that this has become viral, this HBO documentary has become viral, now they're just saying that the best thing for The Simpsons to do is just to kind of pull out of this whole entire ordeal. So, I even went to Instagram, and I made a post on there, and F this, F that, there's so many people on there that are just like, F that mother effer, beep, 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 beep. And then there's a bunch of other people that are just like, yeah, it's been around forever. Like, who cares? Just, if you look back at anything 10 or 20 years ago on comedy television or cartoons, there's some pretty crazy shit out there. There's a lot of racy shit, racist shit, sexist shit. I wouldn't really go as far as like weird child molesting shit, but there's a lot of crazy stuff out there. So, nowadays everyone's careful, but once this documentary came out, it did kind of put the spotlight on this, and the Simpsons producer, one of the producers, was saying like, yeah, that's pretty much all we could do at this point. Was saying that, it has him. I think it was actually Jim Brooks, and he's the executive producer of The Simpsons. And since that Leaving Neverland, pretty much convinced him to pull the episode. So I just wanted to do like a quick little news bit about this because, like, this is the longest running cartoon show out there. And back in, 90, 91, 92, I think it was 91. Back in the third season, and if you guys ever want to watch it, I mean, every old school, every Simpsons fan out there has definitely seen this episode. It's called Stark Raving Dad, and that's whenever, allegedly, Michael Jackson, he was in the psych ward, and they did the Lisa, It's Your Birthday song with Bart, and that became, like, super, super viral. I mean, everyone knows that song, so, I don't know, like, it's only time. I know they did that Apu documentary, and I mean, he was kind of already under fire already, but once they put out that documentary, they were just like, all right, well, that kind of did it for us. But kind of same thing here with this Michael Jackson thing. They put this Michael Jackson documentary out, and they started pointing fingers at everyone and like, hey, how can you support this? Blah, blah, blah. So executive producer is just like, well, we got to pull it. It doesn't make sense to have it on there. And you know what? Like, they can pull it all they want, but once something's on the internet for 1 second, it's all over the internet. So, everyone has their DVDs. I'm kind of curious, and I know someone was talking about that on Instagram. Like, obviously they're, they can't pull our DVDs, our own personal items, but I wonder if they start producing more of the Simpsons DVDs, just to kind of keep them in stock to sell it, like, I don't know, Target or FYE and stuff like that. Like, I wonder if they're going to do anything with that episode, like completely cut it off, because it would be kind of along the same lines as pulling it off the internet so people can't see it because they don't support it. Well, why have it on a DVD? Now, that's if they do a new production of it, which God knows if they're going to do that or not. But, yep. It's, the Simpsons episode featuring Michael Jackson. It's been told by the producers. It was such a powerful documentary about this, sexual abusing, child molesting guy with the two guys. So who knows? I might go watch the documentary just for shits. But let me know what you guys think. Try to keep it a little PG-13 because I know on Instagram I tell people that and they're just F-bombing and saying really negative things to the point that some I have to delete, some I'll just let fly. It's their opinion. I don't really care. Everyone has their own opinion. So, but that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to do real quick this week. I have 2 other videos that I'm going to be releasing. I might actually go ahead and release another video. Usually I release videos on Mondays, but I might release 2 videos this week. I've gotten a lot of mail from a bunch of fans and friends, and I've been keeping it so we could do like a nice little opening video for all the mail, and then plus I have a couple opening videos that I'm going to be doing also. So as well, like you see the other 2 videos on my screen right now. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like the content. Keep watching the channel, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support, and until next time, have a good one.